Hello, Gov.
Wow. We have the most professional introductions ever. All right.
Yeah,
Nice.
I finished talking just before you came in.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to the Revolution Gaming Podcast for October. This month, we only have three of us. So we got Silver Trigger, and
Got
we've
'em
got
right.
Ray.
Happy Halloween, everyone. Or almost, anyway.
Oh, yeah, for me, happy Halloween.
Yeah, a lot of people dress as sluts all year. It's kind of nice.
And there we have it.
There we go.
I didn't
Now
want to
it
feel.
feels
I don't.
like a
I didn't.
podcast.
I didn't want Dan to feel excluded. All right. So as always, we'll be starting off with the games that we played over the last month. I know there's not a lot for us, but we can start with one that we all played.
Yes.
True.
We can start with GTFO. Or if you want to, if you want to use the fun name, get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out of here right now.
Oh,
Holy
there's a
shit.
Glavin chat.
Oh my goodness.
We've got a wild Glavin chat. Yay!
A wild glove has appeared.
Oh, you know, I did not notice that it literally says from some people that brought you Payday 2 in the beginning of the trailer.
You know, I didn't notice that too.
Yeah, like
Until
if
now.
I'm gonna go back and it says it right at the beginning. It says from the game designer brought you Payday in Payday 2.
Okay.
So that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I was going to say, with all of Dan's comments about, wow, this looks like Payday.
Now I see where the squad gameplay comes in.
Yeah, but that's cool though. Like it's a nice change of pace for that type of game. Like Payday 2 is a great heist game. This is like, okay, we can't beat these aliens aliens or whatever they are straight on, right? You can't do it. So you have to be strategic. Which for people like me, I'm like, no, strategy. Stealth, mouse and keyboard. No, 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 no.
That's the big.
Yeah, the big one's mouse and keyboard. But I managed to, like, after a while we got pretty well with it.
We were doing pretty well. I think if we had known what was going to happen with that last locked door, wouldn't have had so much trouble.
But I have to say, I do really enjoy this game from what we played with it. It was going to be available back for alpha tomorrow, so we'll be playing more of it. Obviously, we got 4 days this time to try it.
Nice.
But man, when you make a mistake, the game does not stop fucking you.
It punishes you.
Yeah,
At least for the alpha, it's too punishing.
well, that's what it's meant to be. I mean, it's meant to be hard so people don't blow through it.
I know, but still.
Silver's just mad we couldn't beat it.
I'm not mad that we couldn't beat it. I'm just mad at the fact that I couldn't seem to hit shit. And I was getting no feedback.
No, but that is one of
But-
no. Listen, from somebody who's in the Discord, that is one of the things that they're working on.
But I did enjoy it.
I like how the statement is work together or die together, which is very correct.
Very
When
blunt.
when somebody who's trying to use mouse and keyboard accidentally fires and sets off every enemy in the room, it's
Yes,
not
I've
good.
heard
It's not good.
No
So
bueno. No bueno.
Ray reacted first. Oh no, what did you do, Tim?
yeah, and then after that,
I don't remember
I had the rest of the time I had to deal with Murmich going, Tim, what are you doing? Tim, what are you doing? What are you doing, Tim?
You're opening doors, and you say, "Oh, I'm just opening doors." What the heck?
Yeah, I mean, like most of the time, I was being really careful. To be fair,
Oh yeah, I can tell.
like you just set up sentry guns and just pray that nothing goes wrong. But no, I really enjoyed it. I mean, I know it's alpha; it's very early. They're not even going to be in early access till January of 2020.
I mean, that's still only a few months away.
Yeah, but I'm saying like
fine.
they're not even going to be ready for early access until then. But there is going to be multiple alphas. Just to let you know, I've learned all this stuff today. Also, if you the way that this works is since I'm a ambassador in
That's what they
Discord.
call it,
Yep. Since I'm an ambassador in Discord, and I'm a mod in the Discord channel, I get my copy free. So
Nice.
so
Nice.
I get a free copy of the game, and I get 3 other free copies of the game when
hell yeah.
when it comes into early access. So
That's fucking sweet, dude.
so all you guys who have played with me during the alpha will receive free copies of early access and will own the game.
Here,
So-
here.
Oh,
Hey, these
wow.
devs are great. You guys should go support them if you aren't already.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Totally not selling out right now.
Yeah. But the
At
game
least
is
keep an eye on the game's progress.
the game is going to be for sale when it does go into early access for $35.
That's a pretty good price, I
It's-
think.
it's
if,
gonna-
if they have a couple months to get some more content into the game, since
Yeah.
obviously they're doing
Yeah.
the alphas,
They're doing this.
it'll
com-
definitely be worth that at that
They're
point.
doing this completely out of their own pocket. They're not, followed
They
by
don't have
any.
a publisher.
Yeah, they don't have a publisher or some big
They're
wig over
publishing
their
their
head.
own game.
Yeah.
They're self-publishing, just
Yeah.
like CD Projekt Red back in the day when they released Witcher.
Yeah. So I mean, like this is how do you say?
One hell of a risk.
It's a risk for them, but they're very nice. It's 11 developers at this point. There's 11 devs making the game.
God damn.
They're really nice. They're really cool. They actually had a lot of problems even getting the game to this point because of funding. But instead of depending on a Kickstarter or anything, they just buckled down and did everything on the budget they could. So the game is no longer in danger of not being made. It's just that it took 2 years from the time we saw that trailer until now because they had to keep everything as low budget as they could to make it so they could develop the game.
Well, I will say it's not ugly.
Yeah,
Despite the budget.
it's not sponsored. It's just the fact that I'm part of a Discord and I spent the better part of the last week and a half talking to them continuously throughout this process. So, yeah, I feel like it's a great game. This is not because me being biased. We'll see how the second alpha goes. I'll have more to talk about next month with it, and we're going to just see how it develops from there. Technically, I guess like since I'm getting a key for free, it's kind of technically sponsored. I don't know.
Well, it's interesting that they didn't go with any
There-
kind of
I'm
Kickstarter
only-
or crowdfunding.
I'm
Well, at
only
least
getting the
Tim
free
was-
keys because I'm a mod in their Discord and
At
I'm
least
an
Tim mentioned
ambassador.
it,
Yeah, and at least
so he's not feeding you bullshit.
no. But I'm very happy to be involved so deeply with the game. That's all. Okay.
Oh.
So, what else you guys been playing? Because I only got 2. I only got 2 other ones this month.
Well, I'm not sure if. There's EDF Iron Rain.
Okay,
Yes,
yes,
that did come out.
I was gonna say I did not play this, so you guys can explain to me all about it.
So I'm using mouse and keyboard. And
As of
Ray
now.
is using control. Oh, you're
Well,
using mouse and
I
keyboard as
did
well.
start with controller, but I have actually found some key bindings that make mouse and keyboard feel pretty good.
Ah.
Oh, EDF 5's on sale for anybody who's interested.
Okay. I haven't played since the patch, which came out yesterday, so I can't speak how well improved the mouse aiming is. I think you can though, Ray, because you.
No,
I
it doesn't
haven't
piss on my
played for a
parade,
couple
Dan. You're
days.
actually very correct. I'm not actually offended by anything you said. It's perfectly fine. But yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about this EDF that I have not played.
Well, my only gripe is that it's short. It is so fucking short.
It's like what about half, if not less than
52
half, the number of missions is
Yeah.
a full-fledged
52.
EDF game.
Now, how are the missions structured any different?
There are some differences in structure, like there are defense missions where you will have a target that you need to protect.
I hate them,
or,
especially the first one. I hate
certain
defending immobile
slight
objects.
restrictions they put in missions, or like when in certain missions you'll have a timer that'll start and you have to either hold out till that timer
Mhm.
goes off or finish off all the enemies in this amount of time.
Okay.
Those are alright.
And I suppose that's not necessarily different than other EDF games. The difference is that it actually shows the timer on the screen
Yeah.
if it's timed. If it's not actually time sensitive, it doesn't have a timer on it.
Yeah, because other EDF games had more scripted events that weren't exactly obvious until the dialogue came in. But in this game, it's obvious because it shows up either from the beginning or as soon as the mission really starts. The game will let you know.
Now I can
Yeah.
tell this is definitely made by a different team, but man,
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
So
it's
not
more,
even.
more for a Western audience
but this is
Mhm.
the
than it
problem.
is
The
for an
Western
Eastern.
audience doesn't want that. They just want the regular EDF game.
Well, tell them not
That's
to.
why we've been getting other mainline EDF games.
But you know what the thing is that I think they're going to learn that because this is not. Look at the reception of this compared to the reception of EDF5,
Yeah, mixed.
Mhm.
and EDF5 has positive.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that you don't have EDF deployers in this either. Sorely disappointed.
Well, I
Then
mean,
again, I played the
I
PS4
read
version.
about this, and I know like this is not the first game that they've had where someone else has made a version of EDF. I think that was
Insect Armageddon.
yeah,
If I'm not
Insect
mistaken.
Armageddon was made by
Yeah.
another company as well.
That one did feel different to the other games as well. It did feel more Western as well.
In both
So-
cases, I'm pretty sure they were westernized spin-offs of
Yeah.
those
I mean, if they want to make it
franchises.
westernized, just
exactly.
have Kojima make it 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours of cutscenes.
Oof.
Oh boy.
As someone who has played Metal Gear Solid 5, that is entirely accurate.
What do you think Death Stranding is going to be?
Ooh,
Not
that one's gonna
PS4
be-
exclusive.
Hey, and you're talking about the people being pissed off about that. Holy shit.
Well,
Talk-
deal
no,
with it, fanboys.
No,
Just saying.
okay. Tangent real quick. I know we're talking about EDF, but I think you guys are pretty much saying that it's basically an inferior version in some ways. Like it's shorter.
Yeah.
I think there is an audience for it. Absolutely. It is definitely more difficult. It's less forgiving than EDF 5.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, it is.
Well, specifically on revives, one thing, like when an ally goes down, you don't get to just pick them up. The entire squad gets, I think it's 4 revives, like that will happen automatically.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can bring a equipment that will let you revive other players. But if you run out of revives and somebody goes down, once they die, you failed the mission.
Jesus.
Wow.
So it is much less forgiving than 5. So there's kind of an appeal to that more challenging aspect, I think, but it's definitely not for everyone. Not like EDF 5 is.
Yeah, because I haven't played online multiplayer yet in EDF Iron Rain.
Needed that to stop you from just kiting forever? Yeah, I guess, Dan. But I mean, there's some missions where if it's really difficult, you need to be able to pick each other up. Because that, but
You
it
can
is
still kite forever. It's just if somebody goes down, you don't want to go down often, or you need to make sure to pick them up.
Yeah.
Because if people go down too frequently, you're gonna fail.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, you just have to kill the bugs as quickly as you can. Just focus on the bugs. Or the machines, whatever enemies you get.
Or the objective. There are some objectives that don't actually matter about killing things.
Yeah, and honestly, Dan, that's why we ended up bumping down the difficulty, beating it on normal, and then going the hardest. And now we're on hard, and then we're going back to hardest. We're just like working whatever we have to have, because we know
Yeah.
the missions where I'd fly around for fucking a half hour was monotonous. It was, and if you get to that difficulty spike, you have to do something else. I get it.
Yep.
But we have worked through it, and now that we have the equipment we have learned how to do it without fucking being all hokey like that. You know,
A bit
everybody,
more strategic.
plus everyone has the equipment to do their own task. It's not like one person carries everything. Even Ray with his airstrikes, he can only do it if he's standing up, and sometimes
I can't do airstrikes if I'm dead.
Yeah, and Ray will die quite a bit, and I'll have to revive him just to drop another airstrike.
And then die immediately afterwards.
Exactly. But yeah, Eraser. To get to what you said, Eraser. If people really get that pissed off that Death Stranding is not PS4 exclusive,
So what?
Yeah. Okay, obviously Sony knew signing this agreement with Kojima that it wasn't going to be. It's not like he just went, "Ha, I got your money, fuckers. I'm going to PC." There's contracts. If they didn't intend to let him do that, he wouldn't be allowed to.
And also, it just means, the game will sell more copies.
Yeah.
Because there are more people to sell the game to.
It'd be one
not
thing. It'd be one thing
everyone has
if
a PS4
PlayStation
that has
spent
PC.
all this time promoting it and it was going to Xbox and PC. Then I could see people blowing up. All right, I could see like the PS4 fanboys being like, "It's going to Xbox." No, but it's going to PC, which has no.
That would just be petty.
It's not. There's no part of console competition that PC is involved in. I mean, the closest thing you could say that is like having it on Xbox Game Pass, right? I mean, if it was like that on PC, then okay, Microsoft's turning a profit. But any other way, PC and consoles have nothing in common, and Sony has nothing to fucking worry about. So I don't get that bullshit. I really don't.
Except for the architecture that comes with the consoles nowadays. They are starting to become more like PCs, so...
Well, they have to if they're gonna
Yeah.
if they're gonna continue to progress graphically, they're gonna have to be more like a PC.
So the nothing in common argument is no longer valid. Especially since when? When did they start using PC parts, basically? I don't know. Well, whatever. That's
PS2 era.
Exactly.
I mean,
Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
no, but like, okay, if you're worried about Nintendo versus PlayStation versus Microsoft, then Death Stranding being on PC means nothing. That's all.
Yep.
All right.
Back on track.
Okay. In my next one is Indivisible, which
Yes.
which I did finish.
No, Tim, no.
I finished it last night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, when I was fixing that YouTube video, yeah, I finished it.
I really do like the art style of that game.
You want to talk about a journey. This game, okay, I can see the minor gripes people have with the fact that it has platforming in it. I don't really get why people are pissed about it because there is actually abilities and skills that you acquire in the game that make the platforming fucking easier. And maybe people just aren't smart enough to use it. I don't know. But this game is fucking fantastic. The amount of characters that you unlock in this is unbelievable. Like, there's 24, 25 fully voiced, fully fleshed out characters. And they're amazing. Like, everyone has a complete unique style. And, the voice acting's great. The art style's great. The whole concept of it's cool. And the whole story and how you go. And come on, Silver, you liked the... Well, I'm having a problem with her name. But, like the voodoo... Yeah, the tiger lady. You loved her. She's like, yeah,
I love that sass.
we're gonna die. Yay.
Yay. Yay, everything's all going to hell. Cool.
No, but the further you get in the game, the more cutscenes you get. And some of them, they must have taken a long time for them to make. And I can see why this game took 5 years now to make. Because it is painstakingly put together. I mean, like, the amount of detail to everything is fucking incredible. They should actually make an animated movie just based on these characters alone. It's amazing.
I would watch that.
I wish I could play something bad just so I can shit on it. But I don't have enough money to buy anything that's bad. So I feel like every podcast when I
cost a lot of money.
yeah,
I can recommend some free bad shit.
oh cool, okay. We need me to play some bad shit so I can talk shit about some games. Because the only ones I play are ones I enjoy. Like I don't have money to be like, I bought this game, but it's really bad. The worst game I bought recently, I would say, is Wolfenstein Youngblood. Not because the game itself is bad, but the characters aren't fucking good enough to really invest you in the story.
They annoy me.
And they took the grindy part out of it, so now it's really short. Like, on a whim, me and Silver just, like, completed a third of the fucking game.
It feels like it, doesn't it?
Yeah, like look at we beat one of the brothers, right, in our last stream. And
Yep.
and it was just like, hey, do you want to do this? I don't know if we can. Well, we'll figure it out, and we did.
Plitty plow done.
Yeah.
Half an hour.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes.
Mm,
You know.
that we will.
But no, I mean, I kind of wish that I had, like, I always sound like I'm so up about everything. Like, this game's great. But these are games that I've been waiting for a long time. Like, Indivisible, Get the Fuck Out was 2 years. Indivisible was 3 years since the Fig campaign for that. You know, so like,
Yeah.
it's something I've been waiting for a while. So I already knew what I was gonna get and what I liked. So it's kind of hard for me to hate these games, unless it's something that's actual garb shit.
Yeah, that reminds me. I really need to play more of Chernobylite so I can actually speak about it.
Oh yeah, that's available on Keymailer. I'm gonna have to pick that up.
Yeah, I backed the game, and I have it in early access, but I haven't really touched it yet. So I will definitely get to work on that.
Lost Ark to come to the United States probably won't until 21, 22. All right. All right. So anyone else have a new one? Because I only got one left, and you know what it is.
I guess we can talk about Destiny 2.
Destiny 2. Yeah, sure.
I mean, yeah, the new
Well-
light thing.
No, that came out. I forgot that came out after the last podcast. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
yeah, because it was October 1st.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, this
Yeah,
is
of course
Oh,
that's what
the
it's
Outer
gonna be, yeah.
Worlds. Oh yeah, Outer Worlds. I have been playing that too.
What do you think
I-
Tim's last game is, Dan?
yeah. That
Seriously.
Outer Worlds believe me, that's gonna get a nice section. All right.
Insert music chime here.
Okay, now that Destiny 2 is free to play, I love it.
It's
I still hate
It's so
that
much easier to get into, obviously.
yeah, I hate the fact that Forsaken is still blocked off, but it is on sale for a pretty good price right now. And that Forsaken actually has a ton more shit, to be real. It's $15 for Forsaken right now. But no, I mean even with the base game as it is, with it being free to play now, which it probably should have been the start. You know, I feel like now, if you ever thought about hopping in, now would be the time to do it. There's no reason to really not. I mean, the raids and the dungeons make it worth it on that alone.
There's a lot of content to go through, definitely.
Yeah, I
Even
mean,
without the extra DLC you would have to buy for.
now my point is with Shadowkeep, I would wait until they've released. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna talk about that, Dan. But
will.
yeah, but like with Shadowkeep, I would wait till everything comes out for this season
yeah.
that's attached to Shadowkeep before you purchase it. That's why I said
Yeah.
Forsaken is a way better deal, because you already know everything you're getting with Forsaken because it's all done.
Yeah,
So
but as for Shadowkeep, not done yet. So
Yeah.
hold off on that. Don't spend 40 goddamn bucks buying an expansion that isn't worth it on release.
yeah, but I'm saying if you're a big Destiny fan and you want to see how it trickles out for you, sure, you could do it. But I'd rather spend my money on Forsaken and get something I already know what I'm getting, which is quite a bit. I mean, to be fair, Forsaken was the biggest expansion for Destiny 2. And I still haven't even played through the campaign fucking yet. So
Yeah, I don't think either of us have.
yeah, so I
haven't played
mean,
it
just
since we
on
tried that.
just doing strikes alone, I have had fun playing the game. But yeah, if you got some friends and want to play it together, this is the perfect time to get it. I have,
It's free,
Yeah,
but it is a huge installation size of 80 odd gig.
but it used to be bigger,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
odd.
over 100.
Yeah, it used to be
100.
It used to be over 100, which is strange.
Heap.
All right. So yeah, anyone else got anything they want to put in for Destiny 2?
I'd say, as someone who didn't play Destiny before the free to play, it feels kind of jarring going straight in at 750 light and being ready for end game content. I almost wish they had left in a little bit of more progression, kind of to walk people or made maybe the first campaign mandatory for a new player, just so we kind of had something to go on before we just get
Yeah.
dropped into the end game.
Yeah, because it had been like 3 months since I last played it, so I was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" Is
Yeah.
it
Tutorial from
automatically
Destiny
level
1
up
was
to
good.
750?
But then it's kind of like, oh, hey, you're at the tower now, and all of this story stuff that you have no idea about has already
Right.
happened. Go ahead and go on some strikes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I was like, "Where do I begin?"
So, like, what?
But Bungie, why?
This guy with the big shoulder pads, I see him in a lot of trailers. He's important, right? Let me talk to him. Go
But
do strikes. Okay.
I just wish they directed you to do more campaign content first.
Yeah, like maybe even just giving a suggestion of, hey, you haven't played this before. Maybe you should go talk to the person in the hangar and get the campaign missions and do those.
Yeah, that would have been helpful.
Yes,
Especially for
very.
me, considering I forgot everything I have ever done in Destiny 2.
Especially since when me and him played Destiny 2, you had to get to the farm. And in this game, you have to get to the tower. Well,
Well, yeah, it just drops you in the tower.
Yeah,
You
they
don't-
drop you
like,
in the
the
tower.
farm is on the map, but it doesn't even like.
You had to work your way to the farm before you could even co-op with people.
I kind of wish we did that first.
Yeah. But now I did. Remember
wow.
the last time we played it together, we did do that.
No, I haven't played since we did that strike/raid, whatever it was.
Oh, I was talking
I
about me and
haven't
Ray.
played. Well, I
That's-
didn't.
that's
so
right.
I didn't want to really play. I'm like, Destiny 2 is not something I'm gonna play every day. Hell no.
Not every
Not my
day,
full
I but I am gonna hop into it once in a while.
Yeah, once in a while. Yeah.
All right.
No, not every week.
All right. So, anyone else got any games?
Recently? Let's see. What did I actually play?
Recently, that's new.
Because my game's gonna
that's
transition
new.
into the news, Dan. So,
Recently, that's new. Oh. Well, nothing that's new, to be honest.
okay, that's fine.
Anything you want to talk
Aside
about, I
from
guess.
Getting back into Bard's Tale 4 Director's Cut, I guess. I finally picked that back up after it got the Director's Cut update in August.
Any massive improvements from before?
Well, as far as I know, that there are more like fast travel points, which is super useful. Because I didn't like the fact that there was only like 3 between Scarabray and the Forest of Inshriak. But now there's like 5 between there. So it's like, oh, okay, now I can fast travel between spots. So if I want to like sell some gear or buy some gear that I need, I can just quickly go to the fast travel points and go along the old road, as it's called. I do like the turn-based combat, of course. You know me, classic dungeon crawler here. But the game is pretty, despite its budget, I guess. I mean, if you've played any of the original Bard's Tale games, it's very different. As in, well, traditionally you would have the grid movement, but in this game you have free form movement, which means you can go wherever you want, and there is no like grid placement, but you can activate that in the options if you prefer to have the grid movement. But it's entirely up to you.
Yeah.
And then there's also a new difficulty setting. Say if you don't like the puzzles of the game, you can get this song, as they are, because it's called Bard's Tale, to basically skip the puzzles if you don't give a shit about them.
Oh, well, that's cool.
I've only used that song to skip puzzles I've already done on the console version and the original release back in last year, August.
Yeah, because you don't want to sit there and do the same things over and over.
Exactly, because there was one puzzle that would literally take me like 20 minutes to do, because you have to figure out the path for the fairies to go to unlock this bloody gate, and I was like, I'm not doing this again. It took me literally 20 odd minutes to do this damn puzzle. So yeah, I'm skipping it.
I don't blame you.
Oh yeah, and also as other all sorts of classes you can have your characters in, depending on whether they're a rogue, practitioner, fighter, or bard. Oh, I love that guy Arthur. His dialogue is absolutely hilarious. He has a fucking sword through his fucking eye. Oh,
I'm
God, that
okay.
was-
Everything's
that was hilarious.
okay.
What are you doing? What are you looking at? Shit was hilarious. Oh, the humor in this game is great. Oh man, I love the Scottish accents of almost every character as well. Was it well, Scarborough? It is kind of like a game for Scots, I guess.
All right,
It's fun, really fun.
that's great. So now we're done playing foreplay with Dan. We'll talk about what he wants to hear about.
The Outer Worlds. Do-do-do-do-do.
Because you know what? Even though it's not on Steam, at least there's a Steam page for it. So
I've enjoyed my
Will
time
be
with it so far.
one day.
I played it.
I think it has
10 hours so
6
far.
months. How much you played?
10 hours, give or take.
I'm about
I've gotten to the part
14.
where I've gotten to the part where I'm about to go to the Groundbreaker ship.
Oh, I'm okay. I'm past that.
Yeah, I know. I took my sweet ass time in Emerald Vale. I did every single quest, every single bloody quest there for now, because you told me that there's more to do.
There is.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Because you
I
pick
do
up more
like,
quests as you go along that send you back there.
Yeah, yeah. I figured as much. I do like the TTD game mechanic, the slow down time thing. I love it actually,
Yep.
especially when you fire guns in it. It has like this really nice echo effect, like reverb. It's pretty cool.
It's pretty nice after they fucked up the whole VATS thing in Fallout 76.
Right.
That's how I keep hearing it described as better VATS.
Yeah, you two are ahead of me for now.
Yeah,
I'll get back into the game whenever I feel like it.
I've been playing it in chunks. That's all.
Yeah, me too. I play like 3 hours each time I get into it.
But
I'm like, well,
I'll say this, right? Okay, if you like Fallout New Vegas, this is Fallout New Vegas in 2019
space. In space.
in space with better graphics and a better development time.
It's a beautiful game. I mean, when I first stepped away from the pod in the beginning of the game, I was wowed. I was like, wow, this fucking game is pretty.
And I love how the ship's called the
Wow.
Unreliable.
I know. I like
Is added on to.
I like the little the sassy jokes in the game. Like some of the characters are real fucking funny. The
Oh,
writing, it's well done. for
All right,
now
here's
so
a
far.
question: how did everybody build their characters?
As I said, I'm a sharpshooter, smooth talking, wise ass.
Okay.
I persuade, I sneak around, I shoot, I'm a sniper, that kind of
Yes,
thing.
I did, Dan. Yes, I did
I
see the
don't-
corporate commander was in the game.
I am not using melee weapons at all. I'm just gonna use guns. That's how I'm gonna play the game.
Yeah, mine is a
And also
stealthy
took my
sharp.
way out of an issue.
You know what's mine is like I like
Hulk smash.
one armed and two armed attacks. I mean, like my melee is at like 12. My guns are at like 15, right? But my persuasion is like 65.
Damn.
My
That's a hell of a lot higher than mine.
my hacking is at 49. My lockpicking is at like 58. I am making my character like I can
Yeah.
I can handle fighting. I mean, I just do it. I can handle the combat, but I'm usually using the other characters and their special abilities to like get me through stuff. Plus
Supplement combat, yeah.
and plus the guns. The guns. If you get good enough guns by acquiring them by being smart enough to procure them illegally, you can.
That.
You can manage to overcome the fact if your stats aren't big enough. But having persuasion and stuff that high, you can talk your way out of anything, and it is fucking glorious.
Oh, I found a plasma rifle. You missed this, Tim. I was like, how did Tim miss this? So much for exploration.
But I
found a
explored pretty
plasma
well.
rifle in a dead guy's body.
I do love the exploration in the game, and I'm sorry, maybe I missed stuff, but I've done a pretty good job for me.
I just wish that when you did certain dialogue options, you can't ask specific questions. I'm like, I wanted to use all the dialogue options, at least with the question marks.
Yeah, they
Oh,
did
well.
go all out, Dan. I really
Yeah.
appreciate it. The companion system, like the companions that you pick up, all have a nice personality. They're all
I
they,
really like Pavardie.
yeah, they give
She's
you.
such a sweet girl.
I've only got 2 so far. So, but yeah, like there's ones that are sweet, there's ones that are sassy, there's ones that are.
It's not that, Dan. It's the fact that I asked specific questions relating to a quest or something, or I don't get any more questions to ask. It's not the fact that I pissed them off. I didn't get the feeling that I pissed them off. I was just asking legitimate questions, and I was like, why couldn't I ask something
No,
else about how they feel about it or whatever?
but
Oh, fine, whatever.
if your talking tree is high enough, Silver, like it has to be really high. But if it's really high, it automatically unlocks more stuff for you to say.
Yeah, I know. As I said though, I'm putting points into like 4 different categories.
Mine's
So
mostly
that's probably why I'm not progressing as quickly with the persuasion, but I'll get
mine's
there. I'm
mine's
level 8 right
3.
now.
Mine's the science, medical, and science and medical tree, the hacking, the block picking, that tree, and then the persuasion and everything else tree. I'm building my
I
I'm
know
building my
about
guy
that,
to be
Dan.
I'm building my guy to just be like the intelligent motherfucker. That's that can talk his way out of anything.
Well, I shoot it. If it moves and it's hostile, it's dead.
I am the Han Solo of the
Oh, but
of the outer world.
but really in the geothermal lab, you definitely should have checked out every single room. I'm not sure if you did, because
I went back.
okay, because there was some sweet loot in that place.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Silver gave me shit for stealing from people, and he's like, "Yeah, that's not very good."
Well,
I steal from
I
fucking
did the same
everybody.
thing.
I steal from
did this-
everybody.
Yeah, I did the same thing just when they went in the rooms, and I was like, in this game it's actually too easy to steal from people. It really is.
Well, if you have intimidation high, you can just if someone asks you if you're stealing, you just tell them to fuck off, and they leave you alone.
Besides, when you steal something and someone sees you, they just come running at you, and I'm like, no, get out my shotgun, bang! Oh, I'm sorry. Did I
I've
kill
never
you?
had to kill anybody. I literally it just gives me the intimidate thing where I'm like,
unlike you,
what are you
I
doing?
did-
And I'm like, you didn't see shit, and they're like, okay.
And sorry about spoilers, but unlike you, Tim, I didn't kill Reed. I didn't need to. I intimidated him to just let me go and get the regulator. So I got bonus XP for that. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Intimidation. You needed to intimidate 30 to do that.
Oh, see, Dan killed Reed as well. Fuck that guy.
Hey, I intimidated that piece of shit. I was like, I don't want to get into that firefight.
You're
Too
not
many
worth
people
my
in there.
bullets.
Yeah, but if you remember
Yes,
correctly,
exactly. He was not worth my bullets. Besides, he's gonna die eventually of a plague.
I
Let
did
him
not.
suffer.
I did not level up high enough to have the intimidation level to intimidate him till after I talked to him and already set off the reaction that he was going to fire at me. So literally, I couldn't intimidate him because I was 1 level too low.
I know. I saw.
But
Look
okay,
at him, Tim.
so we've talked about all the good, right? You know, we talked about all the good stuff.
No game.
Po-
Yep, no game is perfect.
Positivity. Well, no, actually, I have nothing really bad to say about our world at all.
My only gripe.
No,
is probably the fact
I'm
that I actually
transitioning, Dan.
I don't like the cursor that's below the center of the screen. It feels too much like Halo with that. I don't like it when the cursor is like halfway down the freaking center of the screen. I hate that shit. I've never gotten used to it in Halo, and I've never gotten used to it since then. And that was well over.
And I
what,
told you,
19
Dan. I told you the
18
game.
years?
The game was fucking worth it.
Yeah, I've had no bugs, no glitches whatsoever.
Game
So,
of the year 2019 possibility.
yeah.
Um,
I mean,
You
hell,
better at least get nominated.
yeah,
I put that my vote in the Game Stick Awards.
yeah.
I voted for this game to be the game of the year.
I'm pissed off because I've only got 10 days left to beat it, but I'm gonna work.
Go
on it.
for the Game Pass.
Yeah,
runs
I
out.
only got 10 days left.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, that reminds me. I should have told my father that the Game Pass thing got
Renewed.
renewed. Thankfully, we had some money in my account, so I didn't have to pay real money for it. So.
All right, so this is what I was trying to transition to. We've talked about the good, Now let's talk about the bad. The bad being that Fallout 76 is not only a fucking dumpster fire of a game.
Oh, yes.
We're going to talk about the fact that not only that, they decide to charge $100 a year for a subscription service that offers nothing but crap, and then the crap they offer you is fucking broken.
Broken. Oh my god. This was a disaster. An utter fucking disaster.
You know what I find is
It's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting.
this is what I find a problem with, all right? I don't have a problem with the fact that, there's people still play it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is that the game is broken, right?
That's shit. Yeah.
The game's already broken. There's no way to say it any other way than it's broken.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then you charge.
Broken.
So you charge $100 a year for a subscription service. What is it? $12.99 a month?
$13
Okay,
a month.
I wanted to make sure I had that right.
$13 a month.
But then, even when you give a subscription service, Bethesda, and it's all out fucking brilliance, decides to not even fucking check if that shit fucking works before they implement it. And then the things that they say that you're gonna have, like unlimited storage, end up eating all your items, and you lose all of those.
Great.
That's the
what?
opposite.
So you
now I'm starting
80, 100 hours of grinding, and now you got to do it all over again. Good job.
No, Bethesda is not going bankrupt. Bethesda is morally bankrupt. But the problem is that people actually.
Sadly, Dan, there are people, getting
People
into the subscription.
Yeah, people are getting to the subscription.
And there's a class war between the people that have the subscription and don't have the subscription.
Oh,
It's
no.
hilarious.
Seriously?
Yes, it's hilarious.
Oh,
Now,
I saw on Twitter,
here's my
and I was like,
question.
oh my god, here we go again.
I know none of us play it, so we're not obviously qualified to give an opinion, and I'm not going to try and give one either.
Yeah, and me and Dan and Mermage only played an hour,
But
so we can't really go to the extent of how
With-
bad it is. But
with
hey,
all the great games that have came out since this game came out a year ago, right? Why would you still be playing this game? If it's not a good game, if it's broken, if it doesn't really offer anything of excellence, you know what I mean? There's nothing great about it to make it fun. I mean, they've pretty much broken the game every patch and then had to fix it afterwards. And now they're trying to charge you more money after charging you money for stuff in the Atomic Shop, after the fact that the game was had false promise after false promise laid out on top of it.
I just don't know why people fell for this shit.
Yeah.
I really didn't. I really don't.
Okay, here's a problem. What do they have? What does Bethesda have next? I mean, I'm not talking about publishing because they have Doom Eternal and they have things coming down the pipeline, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, they have the Starfield.
Starfield.
Elder Scrolls 6.
But they've even said this, the Starfield and
It's like 2
Elder
years
Scrolls are multiple years out. Elder Scrolls 6 probably isn't due to 2025.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that game's really far out. In Starfield, who's gonna have any? One, we don't have any idea what it's really fucking about. It's just a Bethesda game in space. Okay? But two,
GG.
who's going to have any faith in them to make a good game? How are they going to sell you a fucking
Hopefully nobody at this point.
No, but I'm
'cause
saying,
my word.
how are they going to sell you a pre-order? Pre-orders are big in when it comes to stock value and everything else for companies, right? How is Bethesda going to sell you a fucking pre-order ever goddamn again? Because everything they produce is broken.
Exactly. Ever since Morrowind, every game they've made, broken. On release. And remain buggy as all fuck.
Yeah, I mean, Skyrim, even Skyrim, which got them critical acclaim, was fucking broken.
And sold 50 million
Terrible
copies.
game. I
in,
really don't
the
understand
first
why people
month or something.
find that such a great game.
It's the mods.
I'd say
that make a good game.
reviewers or Twitch streamers or YouTube producers, Dan. The only people that would pay the $99 are the people that bought it just so they could shit on it. And people buy it because they want to. Oh yeah, I got the subscription service. Come check out my channel. Boop, 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 boop.
Well, unfortunately, people that aren't the subscribers are going after them.
Well,
They're all banding
but
together
you know
and
what?
starting to
Okay,
class war.
you know how Twitch streamers work and influencers work, right? And even if it's dumb as fuck, if your favorite YouTuber buys something like that, they're going to influence people, even if it's not smart, to do the same.
Yep, it's their job.
It
Or
is.
part of it.
Yes, it is, and that's fucking terrible. Because no one should be conned into spending money, one, on a game that's a piece of shit, and two, a game that's getting updates that prove that the people making it are a piece of shit.
Ooh, ouch.
I mean, you always say that I'm all like happy and
nothing
bright.
wrong. Yeah.
Are you sure it's not a part of their engine as well as the people? Don't just blame the people. Blame the engine as well.
No, because remember the engine's not the
They
fucking
made
problem.
the tech.
At this point, the engine isn't even an issue. Isn't even part of the debate anymore. Like Bethesda has proven
Incompetence,
that
such
they
incompetence.
aren't interested in the player's experience anymore.
Yeah,
Like, how can you say that they're interested in the player's experience? That's just BS.
listen,
I didn't even state that though.
and don't worry about
Right.
the engine, guys. It just works. It just works. Yeah, like you said, Eraser. It just works. I mean,
Seriously, fuck Todd Howard.
Fallout 76. How does the game operate? It just works. Except when it doesn't, which is all the fucking time. And you know what? And you know what? I usually am pretty nice and try and give every game a benefit of the doubt. Fuck Bethesda.
yeah.
Fuck Fallout 76. Fuck every fanboy that still defends that company. And fuck all of them. Because you know what? It's bad enough to release a piece of shit game. It's bad enough that you have people still playing your piece of shit game. But then to charge them more and try and like leech every penny you can off these dumb motherfuckers who are still playing your game.
Disgraceful,
Bethesda's wrong.
disgusting.
The fanboys are wrong. Everybody's wrong. You all need fucking therapy.
I most wholeheartedly agree.
You need video game Jesus.
Yes.
Okay, now let's talk about China.
Bethesda's not the only one.
Yeah, I'm
Problems.
Activision Blizzard's
I'm
fuck-ups.
You can tell I'm feeling a little saucy this month when it comes to the news. Blizzard's controversy. Well, plus BlizzCon I wrote down, but because we're going to talk about that in the second part. Blizzard Activision. Blizzard during the
Activision
Hearthstone.
Blizzard.
Yeah, I know. Hearthstone tournament. One of the players, supported the Hong Kong protest. Got himself banned, which started a whole shitstorm for everybody. I'm at the point of entry into this story. I was like, okay, maybe he signed some type of agreement that said he probably shouldn't do that. You know, I didn't jump on the train of being like, you shouldn't have been banned, but I do feel like companies being influenced by China is fucking bullshit.
Especially American companies.
Now, I'm not going to look at this from a political point of view. I do feel that people shouldn't be oppressed. I feel everyone should have the freedom of speech and the freedom to live their decent life. Okay, so I will say that. And if China is preventing their people from doing that, fuck China. But like, I'm not going to get involved in the protest and everything. But Blizzard, okay, Activision Blizzard, let's be all, has set themselves up terribly, because with BlizzCon being this week, I believe it's in 2 days it starts. They have set themselves up to have protests and everything else at their event. And seeing as how Blizzard hasn't released a brand new game in 3 years, and they're already at the tail end of all of the games that they have right now life cycle, and they really need to get something good out there to get the revenue coming back in again. Overwatch is starting to fall off. Diablo 3 I think is on season like 20. I mean that ship is. I mean they're still providing content for it, but it's way past its shelf life with updates. There's nothing major coming to it. They got StarCraft, which they fucking dropped the first person shooter they were working for on that project to put people on the games they are announcing this year, which got leaked. Diablo 4, which I'm not really excited about. I love Diablo. Anybody who knows me knows I love Diablo, but from the way it's described in the leaks, I am not fucking excited at all.
Yeah,
Because
me neither, man.
why? Because it's not going to be what Diablo 3 and Diablo 2 were. It's going to be a first-person shooter built in the Overwatch engine. Yes, FPS
Just-
Diablo.
Just fucking no.
Okay.
No.
And hold on, before you go anything, the other thing they're going to announce is Overwatch 2. Overwatch 2 is going to be basically a more PvE based version of Overwatch. Yeah, oriented version of Overwatch, which I don't. Most of you guys don't give a fuck about Overwatch, and I really don't either. But what it's basically going to do is they had events during the first couple years of Overwatch where it would be PvE events. Like where you'd have a group of 4. They would squad out and go complete missions. Well, they're going to make that so there's more of a, it's going to have more of a PvE based thing. It's still going to have the normal, PvE, PvP version to it, but the PvE is going to be what they use to make it as a games as a service. Because, games as a service is still a fucking word.
Because that's the future.
Oh, fucking Jesus Christ.
But I am.
Why won't this thing die?
I wish I could say I wasn't excited about anything that they're doing at BlizzCon, but they're saying, and if it's true, that'd be the only thing I'm actually kind of excited about. They're gonna remaster Diablo 2, and if they do that because of the honestly to run Diablo 2 on a modern PC is kind of a little jank.
It works perfectly fine for me, though.
I know, but I'm saying like it would
it a
be
Windows 10 issue?
it would be kind of nice to have a remastered version of Diablo 2,
I know.
which is probably one of my favorite games of all time.
It has been 18 years
Yeah,
since
man.
Diablo 2 came out, I guess.
I mean, like that part I would be okay with.
Well, to me, classics never die.
But I will say this is like if they make
Nice
Di-
Overwatch reference there. Just gonna put that up.
Yes, but
if they make Diablo 4 a first person shooter like the leaks say, I have no fucking interest in it whatsoever. I would never fucking play it.
They can't seriously think that's going to
what's
work.
up, Glove? What's up, Glove? Why did you say shut up? Oh, is it because of
Because Glav hasn't heard these headlines yet, and he's reacting to them, I'm sure.
yeah.
You-
Yeah. Apparently,
me if I'm
Diablo
wrong.
4 is going to be a first-person shooter.
How much do you
Not-
think to
not an
buy
isometric RPG.
the IPO for Diablo 2?
Oh, I don't know. It'll cost you a pretty penny.
I don't know.
The
Yeah, it would
entire
cost. Yeah, it'd probably be very expensive.
More
People
than
still
it'd
play
be
Diablo
worth.
2 today.
Diablo.
To-
You know,
to-
There
Dia-
are still servers
Blizzard.
up for Diablo 2 today.
I want to look this up just so I make sure I'm sure, but I believe Diablo 3 is the 15th best-selling game of all time.
Yep. 30 million, I think. No, they wouldn't sell it. Hell no.
It's not worth what it would be to sell to give money
Yes,
to
Dan.
Blizzard.
It's number 15 on the. Yeah. Well, Diablo 3. Right. Because I got Diablo 3 when it came out. And back then, it was fucking terrible. You had the fucking auction house. It had that error code. You know the one I'm talking about if you know about gaming news. Oh boy, even I got that code back when it came out.
20 million.
2012.
It sold
20
20.
million.
It sold 20 million on PC alone.
Still, pretty damn hefty number.
Yeah, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds is the highest selling PC game of all time.
Yeah, back when that came out, it was not fun, to be perfectly honest with you. I was like, I'm thinking I'm gonna stick with Diablo 2. I mean, and like after a whole fucking year, it took them a whole goddamn year to make it even worth playing. A whole year.
Isn't it crazy to think that it goes PUBG, Minecraft, Diablo 3. Diablo 3 is third on PC. Just to let you know, Silver. It's third highest selling game of all time on PC. World of Warcraft, Terraria, The Sims, honestly.
Of course, shouldn't be surprised.
StarCraft, Gary's Mod.
Oh yeah, Gary's my man.
And then it goes Roller Coaster Tycoon 3.
It sold
Interesting.
more than Half-Life 2?
Yep.
Fuck me.
Half-Life and Half-Life 2 each sold 9
Wow.
million. Civilization 5 sold 8.
Wow. It sold more than Half-Life 2. Ouch.
Arma 3 has 6.5 million.
I'm shocked. Guild Wars 6 million. I'm not surprised by that. Guild Wars is a fun game if you can get into the mechanics.
Rust 5 million.
Diablo 2 only sold 4 million. And I say only, despite 4 million still being a great
But I think
number.
this is physical copies, I believe.
Well, if it is only physical copies,
That would
then
make sense.
Like Doom 3. Doom 3 sold 3 million.
that's not bad.
Where in the world... I do not hate this. Where in the world is Carbon San Diego sold 4 million copies? It's
Never
sold.
heard about
It's sold more than Doom 3.
Ouch. 1985. Fuck. No wonder I don't know it.
It was a great TV show as well.
So this you never heard of that, Silver? Really?
No, I don't live in America. It must have been an American thing because
I guess so.
The games that have sold or
it's-
shipped at least 1 million copies on PC platforms. Yeah.
It doesn't say if it's physical copies though.
I know,
so-
I'm looking down at the bottom. But I'm going to guess that because, like, some of these games have sold way more than that. Like, Black and White sold 2 million.
I love black and white. I still have
Yeah,
my
this
physical
has to
copies.
be this has to be physical copies. Yeah. This is physical copies. Best-selling video games of all time. All right,
Yeah,
Minecraft, 176 million.
Ouch. Damn.
But yeah, yep, it's still 15. Diablo 3 and Reapers of Soul 30 million multi-platform.
Oh, so that's where I saw the 30 million from. Yeah, best-selling games of all
Okay,
time.
now you want your mind blown, guys. Here, this is the most best-selling games of all time.
There you go. I'm
Player-
not surprised Pokemon Red, Green, Blue, and Yellow are up there on the top, at least the top 10.
Grand Theft Auto 5, 110 million.
But Minecraft outsold that. Then again, it did have a couple of years ahead of it.
I mean, you know what the thing is that the reason I hate Diablo 2 is because it could be fixed with mods. Right? It could be made pretty with mods. But mods make it so the game doesn't work. Right? That's pretty much the gist of it.
Well, if you have
Over a certain
physical-
version. Yeah. Oh,
yeah, if you
yeah.
have version 1.14c, you can't use fucking mods.
Exactly.
Unless, yeah, I don't think you can use mods at all.
Yeah.
'Cause you have to somehow get version 1.13c or 1.13d to be able to play with mods. I did play with some though.
All right.
They make Diablo really fucking hard though, like really challenging.
All right, here, a quick question. Out of all the games that are on this list on the screen right now, which is the one that you would buy first?
Pokemon Red, Green, Blue, or Yellow. That's just me.
Okay, that's fair.
I'd say out of all those games, at least out of the ones that are viewing right now, Pokemon is really the only one that would interest me, and the one
Yeah, I'd
that I
agree with
would,
that.
the one that I would actually have played.
Well, let's see. I bought Tetris as a child. I had Wii Sports, Super Mario Brothers, duh. And the only ones I ever owned were Super Mario Brothers, Grand Theft Auto 5, Wii Sports, and Tetris. I never owned any of the other ones. But out of those, I guess I would buy Tetris again first. Tetris is like, beyond the fact that it's so simplistic, Tetris is a wonderful game.
Yeah, I've definitely played Tetris.
It's like
Sheer fact of that is how many different versions of Tetris there have been.
Yeah,
through
like
the
Puyo
years.
Puyo Tetris, okay? No, most people would be like, "Why did you buy that?" I love it. I love it.
It's a great game.
I love Eggman's Mean Green Machine.
Oh yeah, the
Green Machine,
Mean
sorry.
Bean Machine. I love that.
I love that.
Which is
yeah.
basically Puyo Puyo.
Yeah, I love that part of the Sonic collection on PS2 and what else? Oh, PS3 as well.
And let's not forget about the
Ooh, Elder Scrolls
Amazing
5 Skyrim,
success.
30 million copies.
of
Hmm.
Tetris 99.
Yes, I know. I wish that was on PC. I would love it. Duck Hunt, 28.3 million copies.
Damn.
I'm just going. I'm not going to go through this whole list, but I am going to go through some of it. Mario Kart 8, 26.3 copies.
Damn.
Red Dead Redemption 2, 25 million copies.
Diamond and Pearl. Whoa.
24 million.
Quite a lot of copies. Holy shit.
Yeah, well,
Wow.
Sun Moon, Ultra Moon, 24. Black Ops 2, which I bought. That's the last Call of Duty game I actually bought and wanted.
Well, the last Call of Duty game I've played was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, right there, 2009. I haven't played a Call of Duty game in 10 years.
Sonic the Hedgehog, almost 24 million copies. Nintendogs. Nintendogs.
Hey, my sisters have played those games, okay?
More-
They like dogs.
More Pokemon.
And the dogs in that game are adorable. They're
I want
puppies.
to say I've seen a speedrun of that game.
How about Lemmings? Lemmings sold 20 million.
Oh, God, I remember Lemmings. Holy shit.
There's
That
a
game was
blast
fun.
from the past.
Right?
Super
Good old
Mario
91.
World, 20 million. I'm almost done. And The Sims, 16 million. Okay, you know what blows my mind? Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing is on the list.
Wow.
17.7 million copies.
Is that one of the good ones or one of the bad ones?
That's the first one in the series. Yeah.
Ah, so that's one of the good ones then.
Yeah. That was the first racing game in the series, which turned into Sonic All-Star Teams Racing Transformed, and which sold 10 million copies.
Nice. Borderlands 2, 22 million.
I still can't believe it though. Like, Pokemon tops this list everywhere. Ruby,
lot of
Sapphire,
the game,
Emerald,
yeah.
yeah,
The
fucking
of the
good
game
ones,
entries.
yes.
Terraria, 27 million. Terraria, I'm sorry.
I love Terraria. I've been playing that when it came out.
That's a nice thing to look up though. Like, seeing lists like that really brings you back and puts everything in perspective.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, yeah, that's pretty much the news. I'm sorry I went on that tangent, but it is cool to look into Wikipedia and see stuff like that. You know, it blows your mind seeing the numbers of games sold. Like, you thought that Skyrim and Diablo 3 were popular, but I didn't know that each one of them sold 30 million copies. You know. So yeah, we're gonna end this like we always do with the games that we're looking forward to for the next month. I have mine broken into two categories, which is basically the ones that are coming out and the ones that are being re-released or dropped off of the Epic exclusive list. You didn't do any, did you?
No, I'm sorry.
Well, cool.
I
You can,
didn't look.
Cyberpunk and Red Dead Redemption 2. Well, neither one of those are coming out in the next
Coming
month.
out. Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2 on Steam anyway is coming out in December, not November.
Yeah, that would be on the
Unless you want it on the
Rockstar launcher. Yep.
Or Epic, because it's coming out on Epic on the same day as it does the Epic store.
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming out, but
Yeah, again,
Cyberpunk is not.
yeah, that comes out in April, and I already.
Death Stranding comes out. Death Stranding comes out next week, though, Dan. Wink, wink,
For
nudge,
PS4.
nudge.
for PS4. For now.
He has a
Until
PS4,
summer.
so he can buy it, play it, and tell us how it is.
Yes.
That's
Yes,
your,
it does, Dan.
That's your homework. Yeah,
Assigning homework now.
it comes out November 8th, Dan. The launch
Which actually surprises me that it's coming out so soon.
the launch trailer came out yesterday.
I bet people went batshit to.
And it's very long. Like, the trailer is extremely long. Like,
Oh, I know. I saw
And
it. I
full
was
of
like,
details.
When will this trailer end? No, I'm just kidding.
all right. So I've got a few. So I think I'm going to make up for your lack of them. Don't worry about it.
Alright then.
a decent number.
Okay, what do you have, Ray? I'll let you go first.
All right. So this might be a little cheating. I saw this on the Halloween sale. They're showing a bunch of upcoming games at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't actually have a release date, but the last time they had a release date, it was in August, so I imagine it's coming soon.
Okay.
Necrobarista.
Oh, that one, yeah. God damn it.
And the more I looked into it, it looks like it's going to be pretty good. If nothing else, the music is great.
Oh, there it is. I found it. Yay. I was like, I know I'm not spelling this fucking shit wrong.
Yeah, Necrobarista. You heard that right.
Yes.
Such an odd title.
So according to, their Steam page, it's kind of like a visual novel, but with a different twist, like from a different perspective. You can walk around scenes in a first-person perspective, and gets just look at stuff.
That's
So
cool.
it looks really unique, and if Tim's not going to play any of the audio, I highly recommend listening to the trailers because they have some great music.
After my
actually-
last copyright strike, I refuse to.
Actually, they even are selling it, saying that it's done by the soundtrack. Some of the soundtracks done by a composer who did some of the music for Made in Abyss and Norn 9, which I believe are both semi-popular anime from back a few seasons. So yeah, it looks
I do like
very
the art style though. I really like the art style.
I'm a fan of that kind of art style because it reminds me of Legend of Zelda Wind Waker.
that's cell shaded.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of cel shaded graphics. Despite some games having the cel shaded graphics not really working out so well.
All right, so I'm gonna go like I have never recommended one of these games before, but I actually have a survival horror game. Yeah, I know.
No.
I know, right?
I may know of it. Depends. Depends. Invasion.
Invasion 2037,
Okay, that one I don't know of.
and it comes out November 5th.
Hmm.
So this is cool. It's like an alien invasion has already occurred. So between people are getting sick with an alien virus. This is not zombies, okay? And you have to basically build yourself a chemistry lab to try and find a cure. And you have to manage your shelter and find a cure to the disease. And you have to actually drive a car around to find pieces out in the world. It's a full-on survival game. So you're not just be like, I'm just gonna sit here in the bunker. Like, you have to find gas, pick it in the car, actually go out, find the things that you need that are in vehicles or whatever, take on, fight for your life and stuff like that. This is not going to be, I already read up a little bit about it because I've learned my lesson about just recommending games without any fucking, prior knowledge about, yeah. Seems wonky to me. It's going in the early access, Dan. That's exactly why. This game is cheap. It's going to be like $15 in early access. It's probably going to be early access for a while. I would like to see where it goes. This is not a recommendation. Anything that's going into early access, I don't recommend jumping into day one. But what I would say is keep an eye on it, put it on a follow list if you're interested in that type of game, and see what happens with the game. That's the way I look at stuff like that.
It
Just follow
looks kind of reminiscent of Generation Zero.
Mm-hmm.
Almost. I mean,
Almost.
That's why I
obviously-
said see where it goes before you buy it.
Yes, I know, Tim. Is that a jab at me?
No, I was pumped for the game too. So
Eraser bought it first.
yeah, exactly. But no,
But
what
at
I'm
least I didn't get it at full price.
but what I'm saying is like for one, low barrier of entry, like for money wise. Two, see what it looks like when it comes out. When it comes out in early access, then check out like the release trailer.
Well,
See,
World War Z is more fluid, Dan.
yeah,
So
World
I've
War
got-
Z
I've
is
got
actually
games
not a
about
bad
it.
game, Dan.
Hey, and again,
know
I
it's-
got a free copy of it. I didn't buy it, so hey.
I know it's Epic exclusive, but it doesn't mean the game's bad.
I mean, hell, so long as I
I
don't
would
buy it,
I would play it if it was on the Steam tomorrow because it's a cool looking zombie game. And I like zombie games that you can play co-op.
Oh yeah, and the zombie hordes are ridiculous.
Okay, what else
They
you got?
really do
Ray?
fucking swarm.
Let's see, what else do I have? Obviously, a bit prominent. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is
Yeah.
actually coming out on the 15th, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
I have that too.
Doom Eternal.
Yeah,
Doom
I kinda
Eternal.
figured.
Doom Eternal would have been on my list, but that's moved to March. That's probably why I don't have anything now.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the only game I was looking forward to.
I'm
in
actually
November,
really
to be
looking
honest with
forward to the Star Wars game. No lie.
you. I'm not. Just because Respawn is making it, I'm waiting. I'm not. I'm waiting.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying we should all
Especially
jump
after-
out and buy it on release. No,
Yeah,
like wait. The reviewers will look at it. They'll tell us.
But the
if
more
it's
I've
good or not.
this is the way I look at it. The more I've seen of it, the more I'm actually excited for it. Okay, like when I first saw the first trailer that they had at their EA Play event, I was like, meh. Then as I've seen more and more of it, I've grown more keen on the idea, I guess you would say. So now it's at this point is where I'm actually excited to see a review of it and see if it's good. If it's good, I'm gonna play it. No,
I'm curious. That's all.
But yeah, that's the thing. Is like, sure, don't everybody go jump up and buy it, obviously. But hey,
Because
okay.
from EA, from things EA's published, this so far looks like one of the better things that have come out recently.
Yes.
So it's definitely worth watching.
if you wanted a good Star Wars game, I would just recommend you Jedi Academy or the original Battlefronts.
Always.
Sakura Tapa,
And the Knights of the Old Republic.
nice to see you and welcome to the stream. But yeah, I mean, like just with anything that we recommend, we haven't played them because they're not out yet. We're bringing up things that could get your attention in the future.
Yeah,
Look
of
at
course.
them, see gameplay, get reviews, right? Like go out and learn about games before you
Think
go
for
spend
yourself.
your yeah.
Don't just
Yes.
take our word for it.
Yep. You are the master of your own want.
And wallet.
Yes, and wallet. You are the master of your own wallet and your own thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, like don't.
Don't let anyone influence
Yeah,
your opinion.
just because I say
or
something
your
looks cool
desires.
doesn't mean go out and buy it blindly, ever.
Exactly.
I've made mistakes too, you know. All right. So my next one is one that's coming off of Epic exclusivity. It's one of the first ones to come off of it, which is, and actually one I'm kind of interested in, which is Planet Zoo.
I think I've heard of that one. That must not have been a very prominent one.
Yeah, I've only heard this and that about it. I did see, I think I did see something from Inside Gaming talking about something about that. I don't know.
It's
It might have slipped my mind, but yeah.
yes, I played Planet Coaster, yes, and that's why I'm
It's
kind of
like an animal management sim, like Jurassic Park games, but instead of dinosaurs, you're managing a whole zoo of animals.
also
So-
Planet Zoo is not worth $45. That's fair, but I'm saying I'm looking forward to it not being Epic exclusive, to being on Steam.
Hey, yeah, that's something worth celebrating. Anything stop being
And you know what?
exclusive?
The winter sale's coming up, so it might
Ooh,
be
point,
it might be
point.
under $30.
Ouch, my wallet.
Yeah, exactly. We don't have
Then
very much time.
again, to be honest, is there going to be anything that I'm going to be wanting to get between the winter sale in January? We'll see.
It might be. We'll see.
Because, as
I
I
have
said,
some
anything
things,
that I
but
want,
it just
anything that
has
I'm
to be
actually
the
looking
right
forward to.
price. You know what I mean? Like it has to be.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like with anything, it has to be the right price.
Anything
And
that
if
I
it's
really
Steam,
want.
Steam seems to know how to find that right price.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, anything that I want would come out in like February, March, April. That's it.
Oh yeah, like I said, if you like animals, then Planet Zoo is awesome. And I kind of like it. I dig the relaxing nature of a game because there's nothing wrong with playing casual games once in a while.
Although there is a D&D game I backed and I'm looking forward to, if I can only remember the damn name of it. I'll see if I can find it.
Oh yeah, and I'm actually like, okay, this I'm gonna put a how do I disclaimer at the beginning of it. This is only if you have friends you want to play with. My next recommendation is something that would be cool because it's gonna be cheap, and if you want to play it with your friends to have a fun co-op playthrough, it's fine. I hardly ever recommend anything with movie ties in ever. But this looks fun to play with your friends. So,
Just with your friends.
yes.
All right, what's this then?
Jumanji, the video game.
Oh,
Oh. Okay, I didn't know about
I
this.
was not seeing that. I did not see that coming.
So, it's a game based on a movie based on a game.
If I ever was to
Based
get that,
on it's a game based on a movie based on a movie based on a game.
if I ever was to get that, I'm playing as Jack Black. You understand?
Fine, I'll play as The Rock.
I don't know what's gonna be the character.
Ray's going to play as Kevin Hart. I mean, that's perfect for him.
I mean, so here's the real problem. It doesn't
That's
have Robin
fucking
Williams.
teamwork.
It's not worth it.
But
understand.
it's a four-person co-op action adventure game.
Wait a minute. It says November 8th on Steam, but in the trailer it says November 15th. What the fuck?
They pushed it they pushed it back up a week, I'm sorry.
Why the hell didn't they update it on the Steam page?
No. It's the
The
8th
Steam
is
page is up to date.
yeah, the Steam page is up to date. The
They're
trailer
not going
is
to
not.
re-release a trailer. Why would they re-release a trailer?
Oh, you mean they? Oh, okay. I get you now. I understand.
Because they wanted to release it closer to the actual movie.
Okay, I got you.
Tropic Thunder would be an awesome video game, Dan. I'm not gonna fucking lie.
Wait a minute. The movie comes out in January.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Are you surprised it comes out in January?
No, I already knew.
I thought it
mean,
came
me
out
and my-
around Christmas.
Me and my mother saw the other one 2 years ago on her birthday.
It's funny.
I actually loved it. Me and my mother loved it. It
And
was
you know what?
funny as hell.
I don't mind games like this as long as they're like, it seems like a cheap, cool co-op experience. That's the way I look at it, right? You never get a movie tie-in game that it's gonna be like, this is an epic adventure of glorious.
It's probably because the Star Wars movie comes out 5 days before Christmas. So yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to compete with Star Wars.
And aside from Red Dead Redemption 2 coming to Steam in December, I don't actually know if anything major is coming in December. Aside from Red Dead Redemption 2 on Steam.
All the indie stuff, and that's all I care about. All right, you got any more, Ray?
Oh, I've got more.
Okay.
There's an interesting one. Lost Ember.
Okay. Lost Ember. Ooh, I remember looking at this one. The one about the wolf.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not sure what entirely the gameplay is going to be like, but it seemed at least kind of entertaining and relaxing, perhaps.
You know what this kind of reminds me is Abzu, the one about
Yeah, Abzu.
yeah. Yeah, it's more of like an atmospheric game.
Oh,
And it looks
Okay.
good. Like there's a lot of detail on a
Oh, you
variety of
don't.
things in here.
Apparently, you don't just play as a wolf. You play as other creatures too.
Well, yeah, it seems like you're the little sprite thing, and you can transition between
Wait,
animals.
yeah, wait. There was a game like that as well, an indie game that I remember watching Jack play that basically allowed you to control creatures and whatnot, as well as other entities, even boulders.
Myst, I loved Myst. Like that's
I've never
old
played
school
Myst.
PC gaming, man.
Myst are one of the first series of games I ever got into.
I've
Myst,
never
yeah,
played any of them.
they are on Steam.
I know.
I don't know if you play them or they play you.
They're on my wish list for that matter. There's a few of them.
The any kind of adventure games like that I've ever played are probably like The Longest Dark.
All
The
right.
Long Dark.
Oh,
This
sorry, no, The Longest Journey. There you go.
this is
Late 90s.
this is a definitive edition of an oldie but goodie that I loved when I was younger.
Yeah, I have the
Age
original
of
HD.
Empires 2.
I have the original HD versions of that and 3.
My first PC game was Zork. No, I have not played Zork. Yes, Age of Empires 2. I loved Age of Empires. I loved Command and Conquer.
Yeah, I love strategy games. Yeah, my first strategy game was probably Command and Conquer Red Alert 2. Actually, no, it was actually Command and Conquer Red Alert on PS1. Yeah, PS1. Oh boy, the controls were very awkward.
Yeah, but they even added new content to the game. I thought that was amazing.
Ah,
So not beyond the fact that you're playing old Age of Empires, they actually added new content to the game, which is fucking astounding to think about. Let's see. I got another. I'm putting my re-releases together. I also have. This is a personal one of mine. I don't know if it's gonna entice anybody else, but I love old RPGs. So this is more of like a me thing. Romancing Saga 3 is an old Square Enix game that was never released in the United States.
Oh, really?
And you know, anyone who knows me, I love me some Super Nintendo / Nintendo style RPG games. This one is actually really deep and detailed though. Like you guys should watch the Final Fantasy VI thing that I did. Like that took like liberties and actually stretched the genre a bit. This one takes it and drops it on its fucking head. I knew some people that had a Sega CD version of this back in the day. That it was an import because Sega CD wasn't region locked, so you could actually get games that weren't strictly for the US. And
Nice.
and this is amazing. You could have, I think, 5 or 6 party members at a time, which was unheard of. There was actually like air combat, sea combat, like a lot of cool mini games you could play in it. It's a very deep and how do I put it, like different experience, I guess you would say. You know,
Certainly sounds like it.
yeah, I probably think that people that at the time they didn't believe this would connect with a Western audience, and I love when people say that type of dumb shit because literally I would have loved to have played this, just like Secret of Mana 2, which is coming out as the Trials of Mana after like a bajillion years of just being released in Japan. So yeah, I love this type of stuff. I know it's not for everybody, but this is like, I can't wait for the re-release of this. So, and it's finally coming to the West, and it's got a little bit of polish on it, so that's nice.
Cool.
I only got 2 left, so
I mean, I have up to 4 left if you want.
hey,
Sparklight,
I get paid by the hour now.
like get paid by the viewer.
Yeah, we're running ads all night, right?
Ooh.
Should I play Zork stream? Why not, man? Do what you want. Sparklight.
Yeah, man.
I'd watch you. I don't care.
Yeah. I've been
Sparklight.
intrigued
This
in
actually
how
looks
far
really
you
cool.
go
Right?
without dying.
Ooh, I like it.
I
Invent
figured you
new
would.
gadgets. Well, yeah, you
Graphic
know me,
style
man.
Yeah, you know me. I like pixel-styled games. I love this artwork. Hence why I got into like Crosscode,
And
Terraria, Starbound.
there's treasures.
Treasures.
But yeah, it looked like a neat little indie kind of title that seemed right up Tim's alley, and
Oh,
figured
yeah.
everybody else would be interested.
Yeah, why the hell not?
That's awesome. I've okay. Now we're gonna go through my really indie selection of the month. I'm inspired by Dan now. I'm gonna bring out the indie guns. Mine's an RTS though. It's called A Year of Rain.
Oh,
Brain, I think I saw that, but I didn't actually look at it.
Year of Rain.
Okay,
Right down.
this has co-op or PvE, and or
Wow.
PvP.
Oh,
So it doesn't fall into the silver category of I can't play it. It's PvP. This one has co-op. You can co-op it with your friends. So
So the StarCraft.
yeah, so it's not off. It's not off.
no, yeah,
Off the
no
rails.
excuse.
Yeah, but actually looks really cool. I am, I really like to check out games like this.
I really do like Deadlick Entertainment as developers.
Yeah, it's very interesting. The characters look really cool. It's yeah, I mean it's kind of like that.
It
Yeah,
has the camera style and the UI is very similar to StarCraft. I'm just gonna say it.
yeah.
Yeah, in fact, the whole placement of the UI is exactly like StarCraft.
Yeah. Some people want a new version of it or a new
And
coat of
that's
paint
why
on it.
I'd be interested. That's why I'd be interested in it.
Because Blizzard.
some people want one that's not made by Blizzard
Yeah,
for
it-
obvious reasons.
And Blizzard is not going to do StarCraft 3. I mean,
Nope.
That's not going to happen.
Not since the esports failed.
Yeah. So I mean, they're only interested in stuff that's going to pump them money.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so your turn, Dan. But yes, check out this game. I'm following it. You should too. At least check it out. I like companies to take a chance and bring back because there's not very many RTS games out there. It's nice to see somebody take a chance on one.
Yep. And Daedalic Entertainment are a pretty cool dev group from some of the games I've played. Like, shit, what was it called? Began with a D. Fucking hell. It's like
It began with a D.
like-
That's a porn game.
It's no. They're an RPG.
I thought that was
series
Dan's
of
game.
Games. Let me try to find it quickly.
Okay. Well, while he does
look at-
that, you want
if
to.
you
That's
look at-
Drakensang. That's
Oh.
it. They made the Drakensang series.
What is your next one, Ray? Draken
Black Future 88.
Yes, Drakensang.
So what's that like? And what is that again, Ray? I'm sorry.
Black Future 88.
Okay.
Black Future 88. Oh, wow. What a title.
Is a synth punk roguelike 2D action shooter. Are they just trying to like
Yes.
put as many words as they can together?
That's what it seems like, certainly.
Ooh,
I like the art style of this one too.
sign me
Of
up.
course.
Yeah, sign me up. That ass though.
That's a dude.
Look, I got your guys' numbers. I know what you guys want to see.
Actually, that character was not a dude.
Oh man, I was hoping you wouldn't be able to tell so I could pick on you about it.
No, I could tell white hips.
Wow.
But
You sexist bastard.
how was that
Silver, they
sexist?
don't need more reasons to hate us
Yeah, they have plenty already.
on Twitter.
What's wrong with a woman having nice white hips?
What happens if it's a dude with white
You're
hair?
sexualizing her, obviously.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I'm
Oh,
kidding.
See,
I'm being
Whatever.
sarcastic.
you know how you're confused? That's me on social media.
social media on social media.
That's
Yeah,
a
if
that's
you
a
like
cool looking
flashing
game. though.
lights and 80s looking bright colors and shooters and 2D scrollers.
Oh, I like 2D
Like
shooters.
what? What
I
is there
love
to
Broforce.
not like in here?
Outer
I love
Worlds and Anno
Broforce, so-
1800. But the Outer Worlds is fucking great, Dan. Okay.
Yeah.
The last one I
definitely
got
don't know.
is actually a blast from the past, kind of for me. Is Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts.
Oh.
I did
Oh,
see
my
that as
father
well.
has Sniper Ghost Warrior 3. It didn't do very well.
That's why it's a blast from the past for me, though, is because like I used to play these games a lot, and it's weird to see them actually come out with a new one. Very strange.
Indeed. Well, hey, it could. They could have learned. They
And
might have learned from their
and
previous mistakes.
and it's a budget title, so it's not
Mm-hmm.
$60. This game is $26.99, brand new.
Oh, well, if only that game did have a confirmation on its date, I probably would have said Wrath Aeon of Ruin, but I don't know the month.
Ah, see,
Yes,
gotcha.
made by Kill Pixel, Kill Pixel, and published by 3D Realms and one.
I mean, actually, I cheated on one. You can cheat on one.
Oh, there you go then.
What is
For
it called?
me, it would be Wrath Aeon of Ruin.
Okay. That'll be the last one to do because I'm going to lose my chat
Yep.
here in a minute. Creators of Duke
First.
Nukem 3, Prey, and Max Payne.
Prey, as in the original Prey from
Yes.
2007. just clarify that. They should really clarify that because they can't say Prey. Because people say, "Wait a minute, you didn't make the 2017 Prey game? What are you talking about?"
How about the original Prey 2, which was actually going to be good?
Fucking remind me of that. That's such a damn shame.
Are we losing frames? No, not that I see.
No, it
Nope.
might
I
be on
don't
your
see any
end.
frames losing.
I have not lost one frame this whole entire stream. That's the beauty of having nice, great internet.
Smooth as butter.
Yeah, 5,500 kilobytes a second, smooth as butter. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we thought, Dan. But yeah, this game is made in the Quake 1 engine. Yeah,
Oh,
you heard
shit.
me. The id Engine 1, or Quake 1 Tech, as it was named back then. Oof. I can't wait. You know me and retro first-person shooters. I fucking love them to bits.
Yeah.
This just takes me back to playing my very first first-person shooter. That was my very first PC game. I played when I was 3 or 4 or 5 years old. I think I was
It's-
5 years old.
It's been delayed from summer of 2019, I guess. Because that's what the trailer says, summer of 2019.
Yeah, we don't know when it's going to come out, sadly.
That's all right. You know what?
I can't-
I'd rather have games like, especially lately with all the delays that we've heard of. I'd much rather have a delayed game that's good than a fucking pushed game that's bad.
Yeah, like
Amen.
as one person said, a delayed game is eventually good, but a broken game is forever bad.
Yes. Even with patches. Fucker.
First impressions are important.
Yes, they are.
Yes.
You only have
Yes,
one. You only have one first impression, especially with like reviewers and everything else. If you release it shit, you're gonna get bombed.
You see,
And
this
then
is why demos existed back in those days.
Yeah,
They could show off the demos, and if it turned out to be broken, they could just, work on the shit that actually mattered.
No Man's Sky still sucks. Yep, probably. I haven't played it,
I'm not buying it.
even though
Well,
it's
yeah,
good.
I mean, even though they've improved the game, and everybody who reviews that says that, oh yeah, they fixed everything and it's a pretty good game now. But they still all say, don't buy it. It's not worth you. I mean, you don't want to reward the behavior either way. It's
And
good
it's,
that
it's
they
not
fixed
even
it,
that. If
but-
you're not interested in the gameplay style, it's still not for you.
Mhm, that's
Yeah.
true.
You know, and like if it wasn't your cup of tea before, it ain't gonna be your fucking cup of tea now.
Yeah, fool me once, shame on me.
But we have reached the end of the podcast. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. There's been some praise and some fucking venom thrown in this podcast, which is fucking great.
But hey,
I think honestly, from now on, the companies that deserve shit are gonna get more shit on this podcast. When it comes to news and everything, I've tried to be I try and be like pretty centric when it comes to my viewpoints, but if it's anti-consumer, fuck them. From now on, it's just fuck them. I would be interested, but I'm not about to get fucked. Well, listen, bring lube, get it at a low price. Maybe you can squeeze it in without getting fucked.
Todd.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Tomorrow night we playing some White Day. Hopefully it will be a fun experience. But yeah, thank you to everybody who hung out tonight. I am gonna get this podcast fucking stripped, done, and up on YouTube tomorrow. So if you're sitting on that, thank you very much. And yeah, thank you, Ray and Silver, for being here this month and always putting your due diligence in. And I will see you guys next time.
All right, it was a pleasure as always, gents.
Yes.
Good night, folks.
Yes. Have a wonderful evening.